Hiya, I'm Sabrina from GBO, your women's gear review channel where we review all kinds of gear for women by women, but of course everyone is welcome. Today we are going to be reviewing the Bellroy Transit Workpack 20 litre. So, let's get into a summary. This bag runs at about $199. In terms of material, this bag is made out of what they call Bida nylon. So basically, it's 100% recycled nylon from offcuts from manufacturing and stuff like that. It's then treated with a heat treatment, which causes this kind of wrinkling effect, but it also adds extra resistance and water resistance as well. They also use eco-tanned leather on the pullers and little bits and bobs on the bag as well. The zippers for this bag range in sizes of YKK zippers as well. So, onto the dimensions of the bag. The height of it is 19.68 inches by 12.59 inches wide and 7.08 inches in depth. The website states that the bag has a weight of 1.8 pounds, so let's check that. So here it's just coming in roughly at a pound. The colours, it comes in bronze, which is this colour. You've also got the option of Ranger Green, which is more like a foresty green, and then a navy and a black. In terms of the shape and style of this bag, I'd say, as you can see, it's quite sort of round and has quite soft edges. It's very minimalistic as well, so it's definitely appropriate for an office environment. In terms of warranty, this has a 3-year warranty on manufacturing. There are a few other additional things that you might want to know about. So Bellroy do their whole own array of accessories, so you can use it in this bag if you want to. They include tech kit organizers, key holders, toiletry kits, work folios, so to keep your notebooks in and business cards, and a lot of other fun stuff. Okay, so let's get on to the features of this bag. Starting from the outside, there aren't really too many features, just as this is quite a minimalistic bag. We do have a top grab handle just for grab and go. Fairly comfortable, does the job. So moving on to the front of the bag, you can see here we've got the Bellroy logo, which is a nice touch, very sort of small and minimal, but just a nice bit of branding. Then got a spacious quick access pocket on the side here. As you can see, there is quite a bit of space in there. There's a pocket that's on its side for quick access, so you can pop something in there like your phone. And there are also 2 pen holders on the side near the opening that are tucked neatly away. So, onto the top of the bag, there is a pocket. It's made out of a stretch mesh that's soft-lined for sunglasses that you can put in the top of your bag, almost like a horizontal pocket, but out of the crush zone. One thing to note about this top mesh pocket, however, is that when I used it, even though it was completely shut, I noticed that the mesh pocket was soaking after it being in the rain. So in terms of water resistance, probably not there. So I'd just be careful of what you put in that pocket. Next up, we have some hidden water bottle compartments. On either side, we have 2 very discreet water bottle holders. So on the left side of this water bottle pocket, there is also a key holder. So if you want something that's quick to access, you can just whack that out. You can also use this water bottle holder as something to put your phone or keys or wallet in as well if you'd like, just as it is quite secure and discreet. One thing to say about these water bottle holders is, although they can only fit in a small water bottle, when you do put it in, it does take out quite a bit of space from the main compartment. So it's just something to bear in mind that if you do want to pack your pack really full, you might want to put in your water bottle first, but then again, it might still be quite tricky to put it back in. So just something to bear in mind. So speaking of the main compartment, it has a clamshell opening, so you don't need to rummage about in your bag, and it opens up a bit like a suitcase. It has a mesh pocket on the opening side. It could fit in a diary, for example. At the back, there's a big mesh pocket for storing things such as gym shoes. I personally use this for bigger notebooks. And as you can see, there is a good amount of storage in the main compartment. Another thing to bear in mind is that there is a yoke pocket that we'll get onto. However, that does stretch into the main compartment of the bag, so you will have 2 places that are taking up quite a bit of space if you are using them. So let's take a look at the bottom of the bag. As you can see, they have used the same material for the exterior. However, they have added a bit of padding on the bottom. It is kind of a false bottom. It has a little bit of flexibility to it, but that just means that you're going to have a bit of protection for enhanced wear. Next up, we have the laptop compartment of the bag. So it is a top opening laptop compartment. It's fleece lined and doesn't go to the bottom of the bag, so it's suspended for protection. And the back panel means that there's extra support for it. In front of the laptop compartment, there is a yoke pocket, which is quite handy for a laptop charger or like any cable management. So the back panel does have quite thin padding. The website states that it is breathable. At first, I was a little bit skeptical. However, after using it, it's totally adequate and comfortable. I think because the bag isn't too big and it can only carry a capacity of 20 litres, that you don't really need like extra duty back padding. Like, this is definitely like fine as it is. In terms of the backpack straps, they also have quite thin padding. It does have a solid structure on the front as well. This basically meant that when I was wearing it, although the backpack straps finish quite high up, it was still really comfortable and it kind of merged to the shape of my body, which was something that I really liked because it was really comfortable no matter what I had in my bag. Let's see how it does for the female body test and comfortability. So let's talk about the female body test. As I was saying, I was a little bit apprehensive. I think especially just as the shoulder straps were a little bit shorter. I have worn bags before with shorter straps and they've been an absolute nightmare because they stop mid-boob and they're jabbing you and it's just an absolute nightmare. So I was a little bit cautious when I saw this. However, I was pleasantly surprised. What I noticed is it might be because they're also thinner and it has more of a structure at the back, but it kind of twisted to my body shape. So like it almost like hugged my body, which was really nice. And it also felt quite flexible as well. So I think this is really good because it means that they're considered the female body type, but also people are going to have different chest sizes and stuff like that. So it's nice to know that this can be adaptable and flexible, so everyone gets the same amount of comfort. Also, just something to note is that it didn't dig in at all and it didn't feel awkward to wear at all. For this, I am going to give the Bellroy a big pass on the female body test.
Hey guys, I'm Bradley and this is Kazi. We are from Dream Big, Travel Far.
And we are running weekly gear giveaways in collaboration with Gear by Orla.
And if you want to be in with a chance to win, then hit that subscribe button and go to the first link in the description to join the newsletter.
Be sure to check your inbox every week to see if you are that week's lucky winner. We'll see you there.
So, the other test, the waterproof test. As you can see, a majority of it does roll off. However, there are some patches that look like they've absorbed a little bit of water. After the mesh pocket being soaked, I'm not so convinced that this is waterproof. I do really appreciate that they've tried to make it as eco-friendly as possible. There are a lot of brands out there that have done this and also made sure that it is super waterproof. Personally, for me, especially having my laptop in a bag, I need to know that it's 100% waterproof, especially living in the UK. And on to our final test, the Airline Test. So, as you can see, it can fit on as a personal item, which also means you can use it as a carry-on if you want to. I would still double check your airline measurements, just as some cheaper airlines or like more affordable ones, they do like shrink down the luggage size by a lot. But yeah, in general, it should be fine for airlines. So to round it up for you, I'm going to give you some pros and cons of my experience with the Bellroy. The first thing I liked about this is that it is very sleek and minimalistic. The next thing I liked was also that it had some really good storage options. I especially like the fact that the laptop compartment is at the back and it's kind of separate. It just adds a bit more security and it also means that it's super easy to access your laptop. My final pro is that it may be small, but it has a lot of versatility for your needs. So on to the not so great stuff. First off, I'm going to start off with that water resistant. Not so water resistant, which isn't great. I feel like this is the kind of thing where some bags say that they are like waterproof and water resistant, and it can be very vague. It's kind of like, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't, but you can say it is because it kind of is and isn't, which I don't like. I just want it to be completely waterproof and feel at peace in my mind. The next thing that I didn't like is that I found some of the extra storage ended up eating away at a lot of the main space. So for example, the yoke pocket and the water bottle holder. And speaking of the water bottle holder, that is the last thing that I didn't really like, was the fact that the water bottle holders were pockets. it means that you can't fit a bigger bottle in there. It has to be quite a small bottle. So then, who is this bag for? I definitely say that this is for an urban commuter, so like a working professional. This definitely seems like a work bag to me, and a bag that isn't going to be faced with a lot of the outdoor elements. So who's it not for then? So if you're looking to travel or want a work and travel bag, this might not be the one for you. If that is the case for you, it might be worth checking out knack bags. They have a lot more organisation, storage options, and you can take it to work or like for travelling. And if you have a much more active commute to work, such as cycling, it might be worth checking out Ortlieb's Commuter Dayline Urban Backpack. That's our review on the Bellroy Transit Workpack 20 litre. If you enjoyed, why not consider becoming a part of the GBO community and hitting that like and subscribe button. If you are interested in buying this bag after watching this review, or even want to find out more about it, we would kindly ask you to use our links down in the description. Thanks so much for watching.